Hello and welcome to another video tutorial on understanding body language, lies, cheats and happy feet. I hope you're having a good day. I did a body language analysis on the magician this morning, Dynamo. It was pretty good, and now I've got for you two a very interesting couple, I should say, which was Michael Jackson and Lisa Marie Presley. Now, I'm pretty sure if you're a Michael Jackson fan, you know all about this marriage. They were only married for about 2 years. However, last year Lisa Marie Presley said that for 4 years after they got divorced, she was trying to get back with Michael. It was on and off, on and off. Whether that's true, I don't know, but all I can see is what's in front of me. So I'm going to read this analysis done by Diane Sawyer, and we can see if we can see any non-verbals leaking out, any lies, any honesty, and things like that. So let's start the video at the beginning. So let's see if we can spot anything untoward.
And what was the countdown to your marriage? Tell me who said the word marriage first.
He did.
When? Where?
On the telephone.
Oh, yeah, on the telephone.
First asked me.
Okay,
We were
right. So
dating now.
the first thing I notice here in a minute is when Lisa Marie Presley starts to talk, she flashes Michael disgust. I can't believe it. Just have to watch this, and then Michael does the same thing. It happened so fast that you will have missed it watching this. But let me just let it play on, and I'll rewind and I'll show you the disgust on both sides. And Micah shows a massive concealed anger micro expression as well. So
It's 4 months. Right? 4 months?
I don't remember.
Well, anyway, we were spending a lot of time together. I don't know how I didn't manage to get in the press because we weren't hiding it.
okay, now do we watch that again? Let's just slow everything right down so we can see.
We were dating now for 4 months. Right?
Okay, we've got disgust there. Okay, look at that. The furrowing of the brows down, the eye glare, okay, and the parting and the widening of the lips. Massive disgust. And then watch Michael's reaction with his lips and his eye glare.
4 months?
I don't remember.
Well, anyway, we were spending a lot of time together. I don't know how to...
Michael. Let's watch it again. That's Michael. I've paused on Michael's micro expression, but let's go rewind. Don't look at Diane.
Now for
Don't
4
look
months.
at Lisa, I beg your pardon.
Right? 4 months?
I don't remember.
Well, anyway, we were spending a lot of time together. I don't know how I didn't manage to get in
Did
the
you
press.
see that
because
lip
we weren't
movement there?
hiding it.
So Michael's showing again classic anger and disgust. So there's obviously something amiss there with that one. So anyway, let's just keep watching this. So they're mirroring each other, but not in a good way at the moment. So let's see what we can get going on now.
We were everywhere. I went to
Bookstores.
Atlanta. We were in bookstores. We were not hiding it.
And you said yes right away?
I was separated for 4 months, and he said, what would you do if I asked you to marry me? And I said, I would.
A big I would. You were
So again, for some reason, Lisa Marie Presley keeps flashing these negative micro
and I
expressions.
said, I would.
a big I would.
Got another one there, you see. I mean, look at the contempt, almost like the contempt. She's like giving Michael like a partial glancing look to her left. She doesn't exactly throw me of confidence of a loving couple. Let's keep watching. Let's see if we can spot anything else.
Enthusiastic.
And so the head and eyes go back there. That's an interesting non-verbal little
What would
tap.
you do if I asked you to marry me? And I said, I would.
A big I would. You were really enthusiastic.
So Michael says you're really enthusiastic, and she drops her head back and lifts her eyes up. Now think about when you take your eyes back up. What is it, relief?
What would you do if I asked you
Or is it contempt?
to marry me? And I said, I would.
A big I would. You were really enthusiastic. I have to ask you.
So we're already 1 minute into this video on Michael Jackson, and Lisa Marie Presley's non-verbals around Michael Jackson here does not throw me with confidence. Michael reaches out here to make a light-hearted display, but she doesn't mirror it.
Because I can only imagine.
Look at that. Michael reaches out there, and Lisa does not even respond to Michael's use of tactilics there, the touching, especially around a sensitive area like the upper thigh, near where Lisa Marie Presley's hands are. Disgust. Head back, eyes back.
I have to ask you this.
Michael goes in, lightheartedness, and she doesn't budge the slightest. So, very interesting. Poor Michael, right.
Is involved in a prenuptial agreement between these two fortunes. Is there one?
So, prenuptials?
A careful one? Well, we've worked out things and we've signed certain things, but of course, that's very confidential.
We made agreements prior, yes.
As you know, the reaction to this marriage, and I know you've just
Okay, so the key questions are coming up right now, so stay tuned.
strongly about it, but the reaction to this marriage has been across the spectrum, everything from astonishment to delight to suspicion that it was somehow too convenient. Lisa, did you ask Michael about the charges? Did the two of you talk about the impact of the marriage on the allegations?
Absolutely not. He called.
That's
I was in
honest.
touch with him through the whole process of this charges going on. I was.
Okay, right here. So let's just fast forward this now to some key questions.
Said to me you were not afraid of any questions.
There we go.
Wanted that understood by everybody before we proceed. I think I want to begin by making sure.
Now watch Michael's anger micro expressions here because he's getting grilled here by Diane Sawyer, and I think the interview style that Diane's doing here isn't very good, and I think Michael knows this. So let's just
that the
watch.
terms are clear. You have said that you would never harm a child. I want to be specific as I can. Did you ever, as this young boy said you did you ever sexually engage, fondle, have sexual contact with this child or any other child?
Never, ever. I could never harm a child or anyone. It's not in my heart. It's not who I am. And it's not what I'm not even interested in that.
And what do you think?
Okay, look at that response now then. Now then, I'm as impartial as you could possibly be. I said it before on previous videos, I don't show favoritism to anybody. If Michael Jackson was lying there or showed the characteristics of lying, I would point it out. I'm a big fan of Michael's work, so is my missus. But don't believe that just because I show favoritism about Michael's music, that I show favoritism about body language. That was a classic, honest response if I've ever seen one.
As this young boy said you did you ever
It's
sexually
emphatic, absolutely
engage,
emphatic.
fondle, have sexual contact with this child or any other child?
Never, ever. I could never harm a child or anyone. It's not in my heart. It's not who I am.
That is the most
And it's
truthful
not what
response
I'm
I've
not
ever
even
seen off Michael
interested
Jackson.
in that.
And what do you think should be done to someone who does that?
To someone who does that, well, I think it should be done, gee. I think they need help.
See, Michael has difficulty answering that question, you see, because obviously he's completely innocent. He's never actually thought about somebody who would commit these kind of things, you see. If he was tremendously guilty, he would have already played out a punishment in his mind. But as he really has to think about this, that shows me he's never actually thought about the punishment for something like this because he never actually did anything wrong. So that's why Michael really struggles with that question.
It's not who I am, and it's not what I'm not even interested in that.
And what do you think?
Now, I get a lot of responses about eye movements and people looking up and right when they're saying deception. Michael here makes quite a few up and right eye movements, but as Dr. Matsumoto says, the oculesics and eye behavior is not indicative of someone who lies. The old myth of people looking up and right during any kind of interrogation, showing like visually constructed imagery, is rubbish. Michael here makes up and right eye movements, but it's not indicative of lying, so you can scrap that ridiculous theory out of the window.